Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation.
You need roll call first.
Oh, roll call, I'm sorry.
Commissioner Buckley?
Here.
Commissioner Keener?
Here.
Commissioner Gallagher? There is a quorum present.
As you
Now-
wish, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and invocation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, we thank you today. We thank you for everything that you bestow on us, all the gifts, all the blessings. We also ask for your wisdom and guidance in making decisions of the day. We ask for our family members here at the courthouse and their loved ones to give them health and healing. All these things we ask in your Son's name, Jesus Christ, our Lord.
Amen. Just before, I do have a slide on here that Harold wanted to put up there, some information. He wanted us to let you guys know that this is a procedure he was going through, so hope for fast recovery and hope he'll get back in here soon. So.
I think he's planning on having it with him next week when he's here.
Oh, the little booger, little critter? Okay, awesome. All right, well, I just wanted you guys to know that because that's from Harold. He wanted to let you guys know. All right, the consent agenda on the board. Nothing, really?
I'll make a motion that we approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
All right.
Hey.
You have to call for the vote.
All roll call vote. All right, I'm sorry. All in favor? I don't know
Aye.
what's going on with me this morning. And aye. Okay.
Now the general business.
Okay, the approval of amended minutes for the 9/3/24 meeting.
Yes, I'd be happy to address that there. That's where our prosecutor had asked that it was involving a grant and it was on what the actual purpose and who would be used for. And so we just cleaned that up, correct that auditor wanted that so that we could get it or
Okay.
we know what it's for.
And yeah, am I right? It's for the approval of a victim advocate, right?
Right, it just, when you guys made the motion, you made the position contingent upon grant funding, and that wasn't listed in the.
Is that a continuance grant, Amber, or is it?
It has been ongoing for years, but the state is changing the funding, so they made all the prosecutors reapply as if it was a new grant. So the terms may be different, we're not sure how it'll end up.
So what this does is get you out of commitment of doing it if it doesn't go through.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the amended minutes from 9/3/24.
I'll second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, here's the request for over surplus for parks.
Parks Peterson, County Treasurer. We have another over surplus. This one's a little different this time. This is actually the lien holder is the one reaching out for what's owed to them on the lien. It is Department of Social Services, Missouri Health Net Division. So what this is a TEFRA lien. I don't know if you're familiar with that. This is so anyone over the 55 that goes into assisted living or into a nursing home, the Missouri Health Department can put a lien on the home, and if they were to pass away or sell the home or the property be sold like it was at the courthouse steps, then or here in the annex, then that lien has to be paid. So they are requesting the lien of $12,488.87, which is what the over surplus is. So I imagine they probably owe more than that, but they're just getting what the over surplus was. So again, this money is money that goes into the fines, that goes to schools from these over surpluses. So this is not actually coming out of the county's.
Okay, you need a motion? I'll make a motion that we approve the request for surplus proceeds of $12,488.87 for the Social Service Missouri Health Net Division.
I'll second that. Any questions?
I think it's interesting, most people don't know that. When they go to the nursing home, that once they go on the state aid, the state has a right to come after your equity in the home you left. They want to give it to the kids or whatever, and that they come after you. I'm sure that the amount there isn't the total amount, because
No, it's just
that's
what the
only
overserved
a month and a
is.
half in the nursing home, but that's what.
It does
was
read
overserved.
that if the individual were to go back into their home and out of the assisted living, then the lien would come off the home.
Anything else? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, the opioid settlement round 2 applications are open.
Parks, we was just gonna talk on this, we're just opening up really, this is just, really a hearing, and we're gonna open up the opioid fund meeting.
And everything's on the website, the applications and everything else is out there on the website.
So they would have to really go to the website and they can get it and.
Yeah, this one's kind of being rushed right now. I know Harold wanted to be here today, but like I said, he had the surgery. He's getting the committee together. I know they're setting meeting times up now and stuff, to discuss, to kind of see how the first round's going, and then also once the applications are in, for the second round. And then why, a big part of Harold's wanting to get this going again is because, I know it was like a month ago when I spoke about the 900,000 that we received, we weren't expecting right then, so, we feel like that money needs to be put back into our community and not wait till next June to.
Yeah, that doesn't mean we're gonna spend all that money.
No,
but
it's-
Right.
If you're gonna establish a program and it's successful, you've gotta have some funds. to
We
be able
still
to
are gonna,
continue.
like I spoke before on this, we wanna keep a good reserve, or decent reserve, so that way we have, we said this is gonna work, it's gonna take 3 to 5
Yeah,
years.
because it's front-end loaded
Yep.
too, so that if you spend all the money on the front end, then you don't have anything to continue.
We
your
funded
program.
Hey,
200,000.
Parks, how long did that, when they opened it up last time, and you take the applications to when he has a meeting where the committee?
It was a month, say a month,
I think it opened like May 15th and they were due by May 15th. And then they were awarded as of.
And then we had a month to review everything and go in there, and then we rewarded, starting July 1st was everything.
So you're looking at around a month or so then?
For the media here, we wanting to entertain a proposal to do some in-house substance abuse prevention in our jail.
Right.
I think that would be an innovative, since the vast majority are there related to drug problems or stealing for drug problems or violence because of drug problems, that it would seem like that would be a good program, but there wasn't anyone available. So hopefully one of our local suppliers will say, yes, we're going to try to develop a program for that, because that would be reduce the rate of recidivism in the drug users. You got to get them off of it and dealing with it before we release them back into community.
Well, I think Dan knows they've been dealing, that's the first place they go, Dan, no matter what, don't you, when you pick them up? That is the issue, right?
That is one of them, yes.
Yes.
One of the
Everybody that isn't doing right ends up in county jail eventually.
Gotcha. And the deadline for the application, of course, is October 15th. Yes.
An updated notice of funding been posted to the website stipulating what the up to the award amount and deadlines and
I'm
what
not
the
sure
new
that
funding
Parks.
period is.
We can get that out there.
Lake Harold's getting, no, I don't think,
We'll get that out there, thank you.
and again, on this, we need businesses to apply. We have money that's being, and that's the whole point, is to get this money to business and get this used in our community. There are a lot of things they have to follow. The application has to be filled out correctly. I know we had one that the application wasn't filled out correctly last time, we couldn't award. So we only had 3 businesses, or, we'd like to see more than that. I mean, that's what this, point of this money is to be spent. I know a lot of people were questioning that, we only spent 200 last time, but that's all that was requested. So we have to have business requesting money in order for us to do this and also qualify.
How many's on that committee, Parks?
We have 5 total. I know Harold and I are in Amber on it, but we're not voting.
We're non-voting.
non-voting members on there. So there's no one.
I think there's 5 others.
5 others, and the only way that Harold would vote is if somehow there was a tie, that he would have to be a tiebreaker, but Amber and myself are not voting.
Well, and then the public knows that committee makes that decision.
Yep, and that was picked to have different businesses throughout the community that we thought would have a better understanding of the problem, maybe see the
Exactly.
changes, so.
They're not actually businesses, they're not.
They're not, they are
Yes,
not,
sorry,
yes.
sorry, yes, thank you.
Is this being done on the recommendation of the committee? As far as I know, the committee has not met to discuss in person the next round of
That's where-
applications.
Right.
It's Harold, that's where Harold's, I mean, you've seen the emails he's sending. I know he wanted to be here today, talk about, we had this surgery. The big thing is just getting this going, because we're starting to, with that money we're getting, we are getting some nonprofits reaching out about it, so we thought we could wait and let this drag out for a few more weeks by the time we emailed everybody in the committee, but the goal is to have this, open the application, we'll have a meeting before then, which it sounds like is gonna be possibly Friday, for the email.
I would recommend taking this under advisement until the committee meets to prepare a notice of funding with an amount and application deadline and stipulations. We're putting the cart before the horse here. You're approving to do it, but you don't have any of the details and what is gonna be done.
Well, I think all we're approved for is just to open up a second round, right, where they can apply.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that we're gonna approve anything, they have to go before the committee.
But what's the funding period? When's it gonna start and when's it gonna end?
It's gonna be like the one in our first round where it's gonna be a year, it'll start, I mean, I know it's starting a second round, but our responsibility is to get this money out. I personally
I
don't think
agree,
it's right
but
that
we
we're
don't have
sitting with
any
$1.5
details and
million in our
specifics.
account. That's
So
not being
don't-
put out in the public.
wouldn't
So
we
that's, I know
take
it's
the-
an inconvenience to your all's
So
office.
you're not asking for a vote, but
No.
you need to start the process, and maybe
We wanna
next week
open-
you can come back with these parameters of when it will open, how long it will open, how much will be awarded, that type of thing. Because you don't have to award anything even if they meet.
Yeah, we're not really awarding anything, we're just opening it up where they can apply.
We take the applications and, then
I was
the
amazed
board
how-
goes, or the committee goes over.
It's just, I have a report that's gonna be due at the beginning of next year, and if it has questions and things are not, I can't answer them because things aren't all situated properly, it's gonna.
So will you have questions about that we open the applications? I
Yeah,
mean,
we
you can
can-
take all the applications you want. It's like the senior, or the.
Well, you're establishing a deadline for something we don't even know what the funding period is or amount.
Well, I mean, Amber,
But
you helped create the first one, we're gonna
Did
follow the
somebody establish
same,
a
the same rules as the first one, it's gonna be a different.
The applications are due October
I think
15th,
we
by
can make it
October
this way more
15th.
than what it needs to be.
But your application that you give out, the information, and I can't say that I know what it says word for word, but is the application?
The application's gonna be the same.
Well, all of our paperwork right now is geared towards a funding period of 7/1 through 6/30,
change that
which is
to
going to be
be-
changed, which will.
So you guys have a meeting on Friday?
That's what they're putting it. I will be at a conference, I will not be
Okay.
there, but at my treasurer's conference, but that is what's going on in the emails. And again, it's hard when you don't have a committee here, when you have people out working, it's hard to, that's why we wanna at least get this thing rolling. If not, we're getting a lot of questions about why are we not spending this money. And I guess I can just send that to the audit department and answer them why we can't, because we gotta spend this money. I mean, that's the whole point
I
of this.
understand what you're saying.
We have no problem with that. The point is that the funding was closed,
Yes.
and then you opened funding without the committee meeting. One person who is a non-voting member
Oh,
opened
that's
that
not
up.
fully correct. The committee has responded to emails that they are open to another round, so.
I've got emails that says we were not aware
I have
of it.
emails saying where committee members do support another round.
Who's the committee chairman?
Is it be Harold on there? I mean, I don't know why we're making this. a
We're not,
thing,
and
but-
we're going to,
Alright.
take the application, you wanna make that, do we need
Yeah,
a motion for that?
I'm just gonna make a motion that we open up the applications for, due by October 15th. And, I'm just gonna make
For a new round of applications.
a motion
Okay.
to approve to open up the, applications, and they're due by October 15th.
I'll second that. Any other discussion? And all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, all
I was
opposed?
amazed at our meeting, how many counties refused to participate in this because they didn't want the hassle
Yeah.
of administrating the award. To me, that's unbelievable.
All right, Carrie, I don't know if you wanna talk about this, or I can, or?
Well, that was just a generator that, this is an agreement for service of a generator down at JDC, and we're actually gonna table this, right?
We're taking under advisement.
Yeah, take it under
Because
advisement.
They have
because
new
we-
information that has come forward that they could probably get this done cheaper, and didn't wanna push this on us if they could get it done for even a third of the price. So
Yeah, we're-
they'll come back at us with probably next week with their agreement that they're going to enter into. So anyway, right.
That's a new policy book. Corey, do you have anything on this? I know we're working on this right now. We're coming to the final on this. I think Harold's not being here today, but he talked about, we've been reviewing the policy book and making changes. We think that it would help the county, but it's, we're getting down, I think Harold was planning on maybe getting with department heads or the elected officials to finalize this. So that's where we're at on that. We're hoping to get this done. I'd like to get it done in the next couple of weeks. We need to get this done.
But we need to get our version and then send it out so the departments have their questions and concerns about it, because I know what works in Parks office may not work in Louis' office, so we need to get some, I hate to use the word tweaking, but tweak it the way that it'll work for the best for the county as a whole. So that's what we just wanted to make you guys aware of. And does anybody have any?
Yeah, we're not really passing anything on this. Corey, do you have anything on this? Is that pretty well explained?
Right.
Yeah.
So look for that in the near future. Okay, sorry. Let's next regular board meeting will be September 24th, right here at 10 a.m. All is welcome. And have your agenda items in by Monday, September 23rd. Any correspondence? Any public comment? Department reports?
I've got one good report. I know she's got something I was gonna talk. Yesterday I was out at Owl Creek and they are laying the trails of blacktop. I think people's really gonna be tickled when they see this. I was really tickled. I mean, it was way better than what I imagined. Right now they have the base down. They are laying the top to the base on the west side today, and then they'll be pulling out there and going to over where the trailhead tomorrow. And I don't know if they'll finish it up this week, but I'm looking for them to. So Owl Creek's getting ready here in the next, I'd say 2 or 3 weeks, we'll be able to open that up to the public. But I think people are gonna be tickled when they see it. I know Mike's not here today because he was working on the new gate. He was clearing out an area where they can come in and put in the gate. And the only thing I see I was gonna get with really Dan or Jeff in the future maybe is when we open that up is to eliminate what I'd say any kind of problems we'd have with people there that's not supposed to be there. So I'll probably be getting with Dan and them here and just maybe coming up with some kind of ideas. I know we're not gonna police it, but we wanna make sure that when we open it that people are safe. And I think it'll be great.
And it'll be policed to a certain amount. There'll be
Yeah.
coverage. They'll be making a presence in there, seeing that there's people in there. And I know Dan has said that. So yeah, to policing to a certain point that we will take care of anything we need to take care of.
Could we possibly have a limited hunting season for potential drug dealers?
Anyway, so
We could have a bag-year limit.
Yeah.
also,
One a day.
is that all you had on Owl Creek? I mean, it's great, guys. I mean, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I didn't see any new concrete, but it's down a lot now. So the benches are in place.
Well, they've got the
trash cans are in
benches.
place.
It's really nice. It turned out better than what I could imagine. So
Awesome.
I think you'll love it.
Great.
Do you have to have a dope tag for that?
Oh my. And you had something.
I did. Do I need to come up there?
Come
Or
on
just
up.
stand up
Yes.
where I'm at? Okay.
Come on up. Sorry.
So I've been meaning to come the last couple of weeks, but I've been sick. My voice is still not all the way back. So I wanted to announce that, so back in February, Treatment Court, Lori and I came and asked you guys for permission to apply for a grant. We found out we did apply and we did get the grant. So we found out at the beginning of this month that we got a 5-year grant. It's $400,000 a year for Treatment Court.
Nice.
This is adult treatment court and family treatment court applied together. So both sides of us can use that funding. The adult treatment court side, Lori does still have some funding from state that she'll be using for her program too. But it's going to, oftentimes what we find is we're working with a lot of the same families anyway. We might have two parents that come to family treatment court, but one or both of them sometimes have also criminal charges to where they qualify for the adult side of the court too. So, I mean, we're already kind of working with the same families, but this kind of opens it up and allows the families to all get the same parenting services and services as a whole family unit too. So it's a really good thing and we're really excited about it.
Right. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that with
Yeah,
us.
thank you.
Thank you.
The Cedar Run Bridge is open. You guys need to go down there and look at that. That's just an amazing project in itself. It was all done in-house, saved about $600 and some $1,000 from if we would have opened that up to bid and to seek bidders. That takes quite a process. Well, we took that away and did it all in-house for, I'll get the final numbers for you, and I'm thinking it's about 300 and something, but we'll have to get the final numbers on it. The Berry Road Bridge, update on that is, sounds like everything is okay through the state, everything is okay through federal, and all we're waiting for now is the letter to proceed or the notice to proceed from the contractor that was the lowest bidder that worked with the state, that the state agreed upon to have them do the job. So waiting on a start time, and they'll have 270 days from that time, so I'm hoping, this time next year we'll have a bridge open back there. But we'll let y'all know when the notice to proceed goes out for sure, so hopefully within the next week, 2. Tired of saying, putting it off.
Yeah.
We're ready to move on it. If it was Carrie and I, we'd already been building it. So, anything else? Department report? Anybody? Okay. Let's see. There you go.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you guys for coming out. Sorry I got a slow start.
Thank you.